So I am working again full time. I've got a decent full time job. It's funny. So through the college that I went to, they're very helpful in helping me find work, and of course, all of the resume building and that side of things. But they also led me towards a placement agency, a job placement agency. So I got on got my name in with them, and for a while it didn't seem like that was making any difference. I hadn't heard from them for a while, and I was thinking, geez, what a waste of time that was. And meanwhile, I was still driving Uber and doing a couple of delivery jobs a few days a week, just to keep money coming in and to keep active. Um, and finally, this placement agency got me an interview, got my foot in the door with another manufacturer, and this is quite a large manufacturer based out of Texas. Because once again, the oil field has kind of started to take off again, and so I'm back working again, and I'm in the oil field, and I start working at this place, and you know what? I find him unhappy. You'd think I would just appreciate it, right? But I'm like, I don't really like this job. And I don't know what it is sometimes. It's maybe it's the nature of what's inside of me. Maybe I've become a malcontent, at the same time, I'm not going to quit a job until I've got a job, and it's nice to be earning a decent wage again and have a regular paycheck coming in and having benefits again, right? So, actually, fortunately for me, my wife stayed working during the whole time. The downturn didn't affect her, and the company that she worked for in the same way. So we've had benefits through her and stuff. But we're like any family. We need two paychecks to keep things going. Otherwise, things start to really go downhill for us, right? And so I've had 7 years of kind of struggling to reestablish my career, and even now being a full-time employee with a large manufacturer, manufacturing drilling tools. I work as a maintenance planner now, and which is new to me. I mean, it's within my skill set. My trade as a machinist helps me a lot with the knowledge of these things. My experience purchasing is a big part of it, and then also the education that I've got. I'm also lean. I've also been trained in lean. I'm a lean black belt. So the inventory side of things that goes along with my job, because I've got to manage inventory as well, and purchase parts and coordinate people. I worked as a foreman a number of years ago, back when I was still in the machine shop. That was one of the promotions I took. So a lot of my skills are being drawn on for this job. And yeah, but at the same time, I don't like it that much. Still looking around. I mean, I've got a half-hour commute, which I'm not used to, right? I know probably to some of you a half-hour commute would be a dream, right? But to me, in the Edmonton area, a half-hour commute is a fairly long commute. I know other people that I work with who had long commutes like that too, but this for me is quite long. I'm used to. I for 14 years or so, I had like a 15-20 minute commute, or not even. Like that was a snow day. Was a 20-minute commute, right? That's when there was a blizzard. That was a 20-minute commute, So I got spoiled, and maybe that's part of the problem, right? So, but you know what? I find I don't have control over the way that the work site that I'm in is managed, the way that my manager or who I report to works. I don't have control over those things, because who does really? Like that's not real. But I can show up with the best attitude that I've got, and I can continue to I get my resume out. I keep looking for new opportunities, and hoping something comes along, right? And what I've found is compared to when I was young and putting my resume out, it's a lot harder now. It's a lot harder to get noticed, and I'm not looking for just entry level jobs either. That's part of the thing, is when you're starting to look for middle management jobs, it's not so easy. There's company takes a bit of a chance, takes a bit of a gamble when they hire a middle manager, as opposed to a laborer or those types of entry level positions, and so it's a little tougher, right? And the interview process is a little tougher, and being middle aged and stuff, it doesn't help, you know. So it's tricky, but you know, it just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and just keep as positive an attitude as I can, and keep being grateful for the fact that I've got a job again. You know, got my 40 hours a week, and things are going okay. And when it's time to move on, when the right opportunity shows up, it'll show up. And I just have to be patient, and I have to be just doing the best I can. And you know what? Yeah, I am grateful that things are looking up again, not just for me, but you know, for a lot of people here in the Edmonton area.